Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Pulse of Spokane. My name's Sam Perry, and I'm joined today by a special guest, Mr. Chad Michael of Enjoy Movies Your Way. Hello, Chad.
Hi.
Thanks for being here today.
Hey, thanks. Pleasure to be here.
Of course, we'll get to talk more about Enjoy right after this.
To help you be safe, Washington state law requires you to call 811 2 full business days before you plan, for example, to dig, drill, plow, pull from, or pound anything into the ground. Be prepared to provide the operator with the correct address, cross street, and a description of your work. You must mark the dig area with white paint. The operator will inform you of the utilities notified of your impending excavation. Wait for all their marks. Be safe and dig with care.
Awesome. Mr. Michael, tell me more about Enjoy.
Hey, yeah, great. Enjoy is really about bringing features to the things that people are already streaming at their homes online. And our most important feature is giving people the option to add filters to TV shows and movies that they're streaming at home.
Okay, why is adding these filters to existing movies and TV shows, why is that important, and how can that help?
You know, I think that movies and TV shows really are about storytelling, and they give us the ability to be inspired, to go farther and try harder. And oftentimes there are elements within a movie or TV show that some of us really don't consider as part of entertainment value. We would rather not experience those things, whether it's language or certain behavior or other kinds of activity. And by empowering people with the option to add filters, they can create that experience that they're looking for, still gaining the inspiration from the story that's being told.
But taking out the unnecessary elements.
Yeah, unnecessary elements, and that's exactly right. A lot of times these elements are not really critical to the plot of the story itself. They're just sort of added in, and oftentimes unnecessarily so.
Okay. How does this technology work? And I'm sure with the language, it's very easy to kind of track what they're saying through subtitles, and then you can find the different buzzwords that you're looking for to X them out.
That's exactly right for language in particular. It is fairly easy to do that. We take the subtitle captions, we scan for a library of words, and then we empower the user with a menu system to be able to kind of create categories of things that they would consider either appropriate or inappropriate, and then we put that into action when you're actually watching the show to cut out those segments so that you can get that experience.
Okay, so each user can make a very personal set of things to see or not see.
That's right. You can set up your preferences ahead of time.
Okay.
So we also try to make it very easy. So if you are familiar with the MPAA rating system, you know, everybody probably is familiar with that at some level. That's what gives us ratings for movies like G and PG and PG-13 and whatnot. We have sort of equivalents for that. So if you would like our movie to be rated PG-13, you can just set that up in the menu, and we'll make the appropriate adjustments for you in a way that is trying to emulate what PG-13 would be. We also have, for those brave users that like to dig deep and drill down, you can actually go into each and every tag that we've created and be able to preview those scenes and decide for yourself if this is something that's appropriate for you or not. So we have two main categories of filters. One is the automated language filters, which you mentioned. Another is we have teams of taggers that go through and preview movies and TV shows and actually create tags for other kinds of content, other categories, things like violence or sexual content or drug and alcohol use, and even other things that are disturbing themes, things like just disturbing images or suicide or things that certain viewers may have sensitivities to.
Sure. Why is this important to you? Why is it important to you for people to get that movie-going experience that they want?
Yeah, that's a great question. What kind of inspired me to want to do this? Really, for me, the story goes back about 25 years. I was newly married and had my first daughter, and we had invited the in-laws over for Thanksgiving. After a great time, I suggested to my father-in-law, let's go down to the Blockbuster. We had Blockbusters back then. Rent the DVD. And I had seen a movie about a family's Christmas vacation a couple of years before on TV. And so I said, Dale, we got to get this movie. It'll be laughs all around. And so we rented it and went back home and started to watch it in our home. What I didn't realize is that the theatrical release of that film was a lot different than the made-for-TV version. And so instead of roaring laughter, we had mostly awkward silence, as there were a lot of innuendo and inappropriate language and behavior. And I'm, still sort of the newlywed son-in-law turning beet red, while I'm having to endure this with my father-in-law in the room and my new daughter. And so I thought afterwards, wouldn't it have been great if I could have just gotten the made-for-TV version? It was so much better. So then fast forward about 25 years, and my family and I had just come back from living overseas for a number of years. And we were in a location in the South Pacific with very expensive and limited internet access, no television or radio. Unplugged really from what was going on in the States for, 3 years. We were there a total of 4, but 3 years consecutively. We came back after 3 years, and I was thinking about it this morning. It kind of felt like the frog in the kettle analogy. Only we were frogs that had been taken out of the kettle and then thrown back in after about 3 years, after things had been dialed up several notches. And there were a lot of things that changed in the course of 3 years. But what really shocked us was the change that we saw in television and in movies. The language that was now on TV and the other kinds of behavior that seemed to just be prevalent now in TV that didn't seem to be there before. So it kind of rekindled this idea. Wouldn't it be great if we could provide some sort of a tool to allow people to enjoy these incredible stories, but without this other content that really is, for some of us, taking away from the entertainment value?
Mm-hmm. I've definitely been in that situation where I'm watching a movie with my parents or my grandparents, and we don't really know what the movie's going to be about, and then a lot of awkward stuff kind of comes up, and I gotta say, I wish I had this software when I was that age. Tell me, what other features are present in Enjoy?
Yeah, we have a number of other features besides filtering. We have playback speed control, which is great. If you have to leave in 45 minutes and you still have 50 minutes left in your show, you can just punch in, hey, finish this show in 45 minutes. It'll take care of that for you. We've got different kinds of media upgrades for picture and audio quality upgrades. We have the ability to translate the subtitles into up to 120 different languages using the cloud. And there's several other features that are available now, and we have dozens of other features in the pipeline, so we're really excited about being able to bring those out.
Fantastic. And where can our audience find Enjoy Movies Your Way?
Well, you can go to enjoymoviesyourway.com. And one of the things that was challenging, not only from the legal side of how can we provide this sort of a product or service with U.S. copyright law and derived art laws in mind, it was also how do we get approved on the popular app stores? Because making it legal is one thing. Getting approved on these app stores, we found out, was another challenge because these companies that own these popular app stores, like the Google Play Store or Amazon App Store, are closely tied in with Hollywood production companies, and historically, these companies have not been friendly to organizations like this that create sort of a different experience than what the directors intended for the audience. And so through a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, I'm happy to say that we're available on the Google Play Store, the Chrome Web Store, and also on the Amazon App Store. So that's where you can find the app. Okay. And it's available for Android platform. So you've got your mobile devices, your phones and tablets, your Chromebooks, and your Android TVs, which include the Amazon Fire TV. And we also have a Chrome browser extension for computers. And you are able to use that to watch movies across all your favorite streaming sites with our services and filters enabled.
Awesome, fantastic.
Yeah.
Hey, Chad, thank you for joining us today on The Pulse. This was awesome. Everyone, go check out Enjoy. If you ever find yourself in a situation where you need to watch an unknown movie with the in-laws, this is the app to check out. All right, thank you guys for watching The Pulse, and we'll see you next time.
Well, this is Bloomsday in Spokane. We got about 40 firefighters and their friends and family handing out 40,000 cups of water as the day goes by.
It's a very good opportunity to see the public and support them and help them out and cheer them on during Bloomsday.
It's one of the best things about Spokane is that we have these major events and the whole community comes together not just to participate, but to volunteer and show that they really care about our city and making our city look great.
This type of an event really is emblematic of Spokane because so many people get involved. We have 50,000 people probably running this race. Always has been a very huge event.
Right now we're at the corner of Broadway and Nettleton. It's the last water station before the finish, so people are pretty much dehydrated by the time they get to us. They really need our water.
The water stations are a vital part, especially on warm days like today. It's real important that we have the volunteers to help with that. Without the volunteers, Bloomsday wouldn't exist.
All up and down the course, there are people that are involved in this celebration. It really is a celebration of what Spokane's all about.
At Wendell, you are respected, you are valued, and we have an experience tailored to fit your lifestyle.
I'm Nick.
And I'm Gina.
And we bought 3 cars from Wendell Motors. Throughout the day, I just kind of would get updates, texts, phone calls, and I was actually really impressed with how my wife was taken care of.
People should shop at Wendell because they make you feel like family.
For your tailored experience, come see us at Wendell at the Y or Wendell.com.
Welcome to Apex Plaza, Spokane's one-stop cannabis destination. Apex Cannabis features thousands of economy, value, and luxury cannabis products. Cannagear features hemp-based CBD products, glass, goods, and gear. Stop by 1325 North Division to experience the Apex difference.
This product has intoxicating effects and may be habit-forming. Marijuana can impair concentration, coordination, and judgment. Do not operate a vehicle or machinery under the influence of this drug. There may be health risk associated with the consumption of this product. For use only by adults 21 and older. Keep out of the reach of children.
When building a home or considering a major remodel, who are you going to choose? The Spokane Home Builders Association is an organization that works to elevate professionalism in the residential construction industry. We promote, protect, and educate for our community, building our community one home at a time. We are the Spokane Home Builders Association.
Thanks for watching. Ask the host a question, recommend a guest, or check out any of our other programs on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or SpokaneTalksMedia.com. Sponsored by Local 29 Firefighters Union, Well Dressed Walrus, and Homes for You.